Welcome to this tutorial of LEANalyser. Today we will show you how to prepare your data in the tool. Let's start by opening up my demo database with some customer data. Now I want to import the order data for these customers. This is done by drag and drop into the tool. LEANalyser creates a table, and moving over to prepare mode, it has recognized the different fields within it. The data types have been set. For instance, the order date is of type date. Before preparing your data, it can be very useful to get its profile with stats about the different fields. Let's look at the field order value, for instance. We directly find the number of rows imported and the number of unique values. We get the max and the min, and moving over to the other tabs, we get the most common, largest and smallest values. We also get the distribution of the values. Let's look at another field, the customer key, which identifies which customer the order belongs to. Getting the profile, we can conclude how many unique customers we have for these orders. We can also conclude that there are 2 empty cells. Pressing the number filters out the corresponding records in the data area. Either I can fill in these numbers manually, or I can delete them and so clean my database. Going back to the profile again, I also see that there are no broken links. I'll explain what broken links mean. In this case, customer key is a common field for the order and the customer table, and therefore LEANalyser has automatically set this field to link these tables together. It's linked by a so-called relation, which is visible under the data model. These relations aren't fixed and can be modified manually as follows. In LEANalyser, data can be modified on the fly in the same way as in Excel, for instance, by editing the cells in this way. As I modified the customer key for one customer here, it got red, which indicates that there is a broken link as this particular customer key couldn't be found in the customer table. Let's put back the original value, and now we see that we have no broken links. Let's do some data prep now. I will show you an example on the customer table. Studying the country field and its profile, we directly see that out of these approximately 3,000 different values, we only have about 20 unique countries in our table. There seem to be a lot of Swedish customers. Now I would like to customize the way zip code is presented for the Swedish customers, as there is a specific standard for that in Sweden, where the land code is put in front of the actual code. To do so, we'll first need to filter on the Swedish customers as follows. For my data prep, I need to select the zip code field and do right-click to access the data prep functions. In this case, I'll select Insert Left. I can add my characters as follows, and I directly see in the column to the right what it will look like. For the standard to be fully respected, I need to add a blank before the last 2 digits. So let's do that by right-clicking again and selecting Insert. We want to insert the blank 2 positions from the right. This looks good, so we press OK. And apply the modifications to the database. If we have a look at the toolbar, we have a button here that gives us access to our actions. An action is a data prep function that has been recorded, and it works like a macro or script. So if the data gets modified on disk, or I want to add new transactions to the table, the actions will be executed and the new records will get the same data prep as the previous data. These scripts can be modified as well, and here we see the data prep we just did on the country field. We also see that the filter is applied. Now I'll show you another example of some data prep with calculated fields. The idea is to find how many years ago our orders were placed. It can be done in many ways. I'll show you one. Let's start by duplicating the order date field by right-clicking and selecting Duplicate Field. We get a new field called Order Date 1 with the same field type here. To be able to make calculations on the year to obtain the difference from today, I would like to split the date into years, months and days. This can be done by using a split function for text, so let's first declare the field as text. Right-click and select Split Field. LEANalyser has automatically recognized the separator. This gives me 3 new fields. To make a calculation on the year field, I need to declare it as a number. And now I can add a new field and call it years from 2023, and I add the following calculation. So, today we've seen how to data prep in LEANalyser. Thank you for watching.